Hi guys, welcome to Operation Crypto and this price analysis update on Polkadot. We did one around 6 days ago now and we've had quite a substantial bit of price action, so we'll have a look at some levels on the previous video which we did identify, and then we'll go ahead and have a look at some new levels where we could invest now, and then some areas we can take profit, and maybe even a bit of price prediction thrown in there because we're not a million miles off that point. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and let's crack on. So, welcome. As ever, this video is in partnership with Cointelegraph Markets Pro. There's a full platform review on the front page of my YouTube channel, so go ahead and watch that. Lots of things going on there. We've got newsquakes, we've got massive vortex scores, which tells you how historically an asset has performed. So go ahead and check that out. Right, so this is a previous video I did on Polkadot 6 days ago when I was in sunny Greece, and we were trading at around $43. I did identify a few key levels here, so I'm just going to play this. And just watch this and then we'll go into some price analysis. I would consider looking for buys. So what I'd do is ladder a few down from around 43 all the way down to 40. Personally, I can't see it dropping down to a golden ratio. So that's the areas I did consider that you should be placing orders. And if you're going ahead now and have a look at the current time frame, we will go to Polkadot here. I'll zoom in and we'll go right to a 4-hour time frame. And when I did that video 6 days ago, it was around here. It was around that $43 region. I did say a couple of levels to ladder them down. Was from 43 all the way down to 40. And we actually dropped down to 38. It was only a wick. And we pretty much consolidated around the $40 region. And then pushed back to the upside. So that's areas I did tell you to buy. And if you didn't manage to buy then happy days. You'll be in a slight bit of profit currently from them orders. But looking at the current situation, so we are currently sat on the moving average 50 here and the moving average 20 as support. And this green band here is an area of support, which it's still quite support. It was down here, it was resistance. So when you're below it, it's resistance. When you're above it, it's support. And we're still within that range. So far, we're okay. We're just about all right. And we're sitting on that level of support, hoping for a push up soon. But I just want to put that bearish scenario on, man. We'll stick to a 4-hour time frame and we'll analyze this latest move here. So if you put the Fibonacci on from that horrible wick we had there up to the top there. So if you're looking for buys, a couple areas for you to consider. This one here is $42.17. Usually, when I'm looking at a move from the lows to the highs on the latest move, I always expect at least a 38% retracement. So obviously, we've had this push to the upside. With them rejects, and I would consider buys here. That's where I'll be looking to place orders now. We could always drop down to this region here. The golden ratio, that's at $40. We could test that again, so just be wary. That's where you could ladder some orders in. So from 40 to 20, maybe down to around $40. Could be an area where you could put 2 to 3 orders. But then I'm looking for a bounce up, re-attack this area here, flip this area to support, and then push up on and target this next region of support around $45. That's a little bit of a bearish scenario there. There's room either way to go up because the RSI is around mid-ground. Look, that's pretty much slap in the middle, so it does show that we've got room for growth. But also we've got room to drop as well. So this red band here is overbought and this green band down here is oversold. So when it's up here, you should be selling. When it's down here, you should be buying. But currently, we're in the middle, so it's a little bit of indecision there in the market. If you're looking at those some profit regions and where we can aim going forward, let's just got to the daily time frame here. I've already pre-marked it up on the previous video, but we'll just mark it up again. We have got the all-time high. If we go from current prices here at $43 up to all-time highs, it's 15%, which is not much. And once we do get above there, there is no levels of resistance above other than those psychological sell areas. So you're probably looking at $60, $70, $80, then $99, never $100. It'll probably just dump it around $99. But areas to consider short term, we go back to a 4-hour, we can have a look at some levels to, if you want to accumulate and build your bags up, it's always a good area to sell a little bit and then rebuy back. Only maybe 10-15% of your entire portfolio of Polkadot, but that is the amount I would use to accumulate. So obviously the first hour would look to take a slight bit of profit off. is around 45, because you see here, we rejected here, so that is key areas where I would consider selling. I mean, that's very close there, that's an area too, so there's a good chance that you could get a bit of a sell-off here, and then with this, we could drop back down to around 44, maybe down to 42, then push up, but just be wary. I think we are in a bull cycle now, and if you sell, don't shit your pants if it just continues going up and up. That's a risk you take when you're looking to accumulate. I mean, that's why I only say use between 10 to 15% of your bag, because if you sell a bit here, or for example if you sold it all wanting to get back in down here and it just continues going, then you're out of luck, aren't you? So only use a small proportion of your bag there, but that's the area I would consider taking profit, 45, 47. And then obviously we will probably get a rejection off the all-time highs before we then do start going into a little bit of price discovery. And that's what I want to touch on now. I want to have a look at some price discovery targets. And we've obviously had this major, massive cup and handle here, downward pressure on the handle, and then a break to the upside. This is all perfect TA. And what I want to do, which I've already got it on above, I've put the Fibonacci on from the top of the move here, which was the all-time highs, to the bottom where we've had that massive cup recovery, and then looking above we got some price targets. So initially, I mean, depends on how you wanted to trade, you could do the scalp version down here and just accumulate, but you could also accumulate off these Fibonacci levels. So we've got $73.99. It will never get to 100 before it rejects at 99. It will obviously break through 100, but the first, second, maybe third time we will reject off 99 and it'll push up. We've got 113, 144, 191 and 270. In my opinion, it may look a long way off, but I think all these targets can be hit. I honestly think that we could have at least a $200 to $250 Bitcoin by the end of this year, because from the 11th of November, pushing on towards the around March, parachain auctions are in full swing. So that's 6 months of pure Polkadot parachain action. The ecosystem is going to be developing, building up. The amount of money coming into Polkadot is going to be massively enhanced. So do not turn down these targets. But don't think, like, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, Andy, that's not going to happen. Trust me, these targets will be hit. Maybe, I mean, I say end of year, maybe a little bit further on the map, maybe potentially January, February, March, but I do really believe these targets will be hit at some stage. Considering if you just look at the market cap of Ethereum, this is such a more better network. I mean, it's more active, it's cheaper, there's a lot of people wanting to build on it, substrate, Web3, there's all sorts going on for it. So buy now and then hodl on, and it's going to be a great 6-month period coming up. So that's the analysis on Polkadot, the USDT pairing. Just before we do jump into the BTC pairing, just want to make you aware that my Patreon is active. I'm pushing out daily updates on here, and we also have a Discord server where we are pushing out chart requests, trading. We have coin of the day, which is new to the server. We go through my portfolio and exactly what I'm holding. Anything you want to talk about in crypto, whether you're new or you've been around a while, we do that within that service. So you'll find that link in the pinned comment and the description. Growing nicely on there, members. We have got articles, tutorials, lessons, and we are going to be building at some stage a crypto course. So keep your eyes on that. And let's just finish off by looking at the BTC pairing. If we just have a look somewhere down here. So here, this is a bit of a setup I had previously. You might think, what the hell is going on here? But I'll just get rid of all that noise. Get rid of that, get rid of that, and get rid of that. So currently I'm looking for a breakdown in price, to be honest, on this pairing. I mean, we are forming what you could say is a bit of a triangle here. If we just place that on, from that wick there, I'm looking for a breakdown, to be honest. I think that BTC is going to start pushing hard through November. It is historically one of the most bullish months for Bitcoin on record since the 11 years that it's been around. So I'm looking for a breakdown. I'm looking something like this to get some orders filled, maybe around 5,000 Satoshis. And I've also got this level marked down here at 3,400 sats. So that's some areas you could consider targeting to buy, because, like I say, I'm expecting Bitcoin to start pushing up, pulling back some market dominance. And with that, the Satoshi pairs will die off. And unfortunately, I'm looking for a breakdown in a price here. But the dollar pair, I'm going to think, is just going to start trickling up and up. So buys from around 5,000 down to 3,500 sats. If we do break up, then obviously we got the first major resistance at 10,000 sats, but I still think that's a little way off yet. So that's going to do it for today's analysis. There's some levels for you to target, or if you're looking to buy in or sell into Polkadot. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.